If you got into an arm wrestling competition, you could probably drag a couple of girls out of the stands that would beat him.
He was always dead last in the conditioning drills. He benched $140. I mean, you almost don't need barbells. You know, you just do the bar.
I said, this guy looks like an anorexic rock star. He's the least athletic-looking person. These little pipe cleaner arms. He just did not look like a Gordie Howe, a Bobby Orr, a Rocket Richard.
But there was something about him that he just had this sixth sense. He knew people. He could see shadows. He could feel movement. He said it was almost like having deja vu all the time.
The average guy in the league thinks one play ahead. The superstars think 2 plays ahead. And Gretzky thinks 3 plays ahead.
I played on a line with 2 other guys, and our assignment was to shut him down. We would get to the bench, and we would find ourselves arguing. You had him. No, you had him. I handed him off to you. Remember when we crossed the blue line? Wayne would disappear and reappear. Wayne was thinking the game.
It seems that there was a trap door in the ice, and suddenly the trap door opens, and Wayne surfaces. Now you see him, now you don't.
Here's Gretzky again. Trying to slide one over for Coffey. Coffey back to Gretzky. Scoring again.
Gretzky was the ultimate geographer in terms of where to be in the right place at the right time on the ice.
If you look at a grandmaster in chess, they can look at a chessboard. They don't see 20 individual pieces. They see a sequence. That's the same thing that's going on with Gretzky.
He'd be able to count players subconsciously, I believe, as he progressed up the ice. And some of the examples that we've seen, his ability to read the play, get players coming late, or the famous turn-up play inside the blue line. He was always delineating the number of people that were involved in a particular play.
He was in another league. He was in another universe as far as the other players were concerned. I remember an opposing center lining up against him. And just before the referee would drop the puck, I was saying, "Could I have your stick after the game?"
He was the consummate playmaker. Had he never scored a single goal, his 1,963 assists would still make him the league leader in career points.
He said, I've worked on this all my life. He said, every practice I go to, I work on the passing. You try and lift them over sticks. You try and bank them off the boards. Sometimes even banks them off the net or banks them off other people.
The idea of standing behind the net with the puck. It was very much different than what we'd seen in the past, and he made an art out of it.
I can't recall another player right now that set up behind the net like he did. He could set up plays, read the play, and outpatient the opposition many times, get them to lurk or jump out of position, and then as soon as that happened, he'd find that open man, and the next thing you know, they'd have a scoring opportunity.
Gretzky looking in front, Riverside scores!
Other teams were afraid of him, so they would back off. And when they backed off him, he was able just to pick him apart and destroy him in that manner.
Wayne never lost the humility of a small-town upbringing. Canadians do not like people to get too full of themselves, too cocky. Wayne never did that.
His genuineness really kind of rubbed off on the team, and he became a leader because of the way he treated people. He was so much more mature as a hockey player and as a person than we were at the same age.